One of the most important things is, what do we do when we hit a challenge, an obstacle, a barrier? Now, some of these barriers might be within our mind. Others might be more tangible. But here's a process that I love to use, and actually this works at an individual level, but it also works at a team level. Here's a process that I love to use to help us move from obstacle to solution. And it goes like this. And if you're responsible for leading other people, this also works for your high performers, your medium performers, and those who are just early on their journey and moving forward in life and business. It starts like this. I can see great potential in you. However, I'm sure we'd both agree that your current performance doesn't match that potential. There must be something getting in the way. Let's call it interference. And let's talk about what's stopping you. So what we've done here, we've depersonalized it. We're no longer talking about you, we're talking about what's stopping you. I can see great potential in you. That maintains, if not boosts, someone's self-esteem. However, I'm sure we both agree that your current performance, now we're trying to get side by side, doesn't match that potential. What's getting in the way? Let's talk about what's stopping you. So, I do this for myself. I do this when I'm working and coaching others. And I do this when I'm working with leadership teams. It works at every level. The next stage is to list all of the interference that's getting in the way from us striving to reach our true potential. So we list as many interferences as we possibly can. Now, I'm also a great believer that highly successful people that move from where they are to where they want to be, absolutely live within their circle of influence. There are two circles, the circle of influence and the circle of concern. Highly successful people spend all of their time focused on things that they can influence. So what we then do is we take our list of interferences, and against the ones over which we can influence, we put an I. The ones that are getting in the way, that are stopping us, but we have no control over them whatsoever, we put a C. And we do this for every single interference that we've identified. The next stage is we cross out all of the C's, because these are things over which we have no control. And we're now left with our list of the things that are stopping us over which we can directly influence. Then we need to prioritize. If we look to chase too many rabbits, we catch none. So it's really important we prioritize this list. And I love to prioritize it for myself as well as when I'm working with others in two ways. I like to find a quick win. Why? Because that's something we can deal with fairly quickly. And success breeds success. Momentum matters. It improves our level of self-belief, it improves our level of self-confidence, it improves our level of self-esteem. We feel like we're making progress. Then we identify which is the most important interference of them all. So we work at two levels, a quick win and the number one biggest priority. And then quite simply, what we have now done in both the quick win and the biggest interference is we've identified the problem. And then we make sure we find a minimum of 2 solutions for each of those problems. It's really important we consider more than one potential solution. The best solution is often not the first solution. So we need to find a minimum of two solutions. And then we can make a choice and start creating some action so we move from our current performance in the direction of our potential.